Hi, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. I'm just going to get on with the read. This is going to be a general read for. Let's just shut the window a minute. That seems to be shining, doesn't it? A general read for all signs. I'm going to start with Scorpio because we're in Scorpio season and work through. This is going to be a read for the today. Oh, happy Halloween, by the way, or blessed Samhain if you are celebrating Samhain today, the Celtic New Year. It's going to be a general read for all signs. I did one this morning, recorded one this morning, and I got to Pisces and it decided to just break. So I thought if I do it live as a live reading, it can store and you can have a look later. At least it's not going to get lost somewhere in the storage of my phone. I'm so sorry for that. If it comes up again, I will do it. So basically, it's going to be a quick draw with the Witch's Tarot for each sign, and then it will be a oracle card from the Halloween oracle. I'm loving this deck because my nan said hello to me this week on this deck. It's beautiful. So yeah, Witch's Tarot. What else do I have to do? Do not base any reading, take any reading to make a major life decision. Purely make a decision on a reading that you have. Take business, financial, medical, professional advice for major life decisions. So yeah, I'm going to get on with the reading. I'm going to start with Scorpio because we're in Scorpio season, and I am going to do the reading for October 31st to the 2nd of November. So that's today through to Friday, and then I can do something for the weekend reads. I'm going to do my own Wheel of the Year tonight on Sahmain. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. The veil is so thin, I can feel it thinning already. Okay, so Scorpio, please, for today, the 31st of October through to the 2nd of November 2018. Can I have a read for Scorpio, please? Thank you. Okay, you're in quite a good place at the moment, Scorpio. You're fully in balance of your emotions. I mean, you're loving, caring, giving out, forth, stable, sensible. So we've got the Queen of Cups. So Scorpio is quite sensible. She's in control. It doesn't have to be a girl. This is basically you, Scorpio. You are a water sign. And then obviously we've got the King of Swords. So at the moment you're feeling quite calm, quite collected, quite sensible, very much in command of your emotions and your thoughts at this time. Yeah, so it's a pretty good read for you, Scorpio. So you're very calm. It's going to be a good few days for you. You're going to be in a very good place, headspace and emotionally. What more could you want? Okay, so let's do an oracle card for Scorpio for the 31st of October through to the 2nd of November. Whoop. Oh, it's jumping. It's jumped already. Okay. Ancestors, which is the love and legacy of our DNA, and the lamp, remembrance. You are in quite a good place today and tomorrow, and obviously Samhain is the thinning of the veil. It is connecting with the spirits, with the family that have passed. I mean, traditionally it was open. You cooked a meal for your family and friends, both alive and those that have passed. And then obviously the guising, the dressing up, the fancy dress is all to do with basically hiding from the evil spirits, but your family would recognize you, which is a very sweet thing. So today and the next few days, take a moment. Your ancestors are with you. You are very protected. You don't have to worry too much, and it's a good opportunity to practice Samhain and basically the traditional elements of reflecting on your ancestors and connecting with them. They'll send you a sign or something. You'll think of them. You can ask them for something, and they will send you a sign to guide you which way you need to go. Okay, so Scorpio, we will now do Sagittarius. Can I have a reading for Sagittarius, please, for October the 31st to the 2nd of November? October 31st to the 2nd of November 2018 for Sagittarius, please. Okay, we're feeling a little bit nostalgic. I mean, I did the reading this morning and Sagittarius was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. it was the Five of Cups, missing someone, and that you should basically move mountains to show them that you love them, and offer them a cup. Tell them that you love them. That's the most important thing, is telling them that you love them. You have got the Six of Cups, so you're feeling nostalgic, you're looking back. That's easy to do. I mean, obviously today is obviously the New Year's Eve of the Celtic calendar, and and obviously it's quite, with the family, with the veil very thin, it's a very good time to reflect and be nostalgic about those that have passed. It may be that you're looking at a past lover, or something that you've done in the past as job wise, that you just think, oh, to me, I'm getting that it's job wise or a relationship, that you're looking back and you're reflecting with nostalgia, and you're really struggling to come to terms with the fact that you may have lost them, or you may regret that decision. You've put in a lot of work and effort, and you wonder if maybe the battle isn't quite over. Maybe it is worth fighting for. Maybe it is worth getting back into that career that you actually like. Maybe it is worth fighting for that person that you want to get back. It is very much, I mean, look at those wands. They are sprouting. They're not like the Rider-Waite wands, where they're quite empty. They're just sticks. These are full of life. There is something worth fighting for here, and you're looking back and you're thinking it is worth fighting for. I mean, she looks pretty like up for the fight, like, I'm going to get what's mine. I'm going to get what's mine. So it is worth going for whatever it is you are after, whether that is a person or a career, or maybe I'm getting an art project, or something that gets your juices going, and it's worth actually chasing that and pursuing that at this time. Something that you look back and you think, I really wish sorry, I'm just eating my lunch. I'm really sorry. I really wish that I hadn't have let that opportunity go, and now is the time to fight for that opportunity back. It is never too late to chase anything. Never too late to have the career you want, or the person you love, anything. Okay, can I have a card from the Oracle deck, please, for Sagittarius for the 31st of October through to the 2nd of November, please. Okay, you have got Hearth, happiness in our hearts and home. I'm going to do a bit of story time with this one, because there we go, Hearth and home. Happiness in our hearts and home. The heart of every home, the fire that unites, winter's warmth centres, stories, love and delights. The ancient Romans believed that every home had a heart, and it was the hearth, where the fire burned, the family gathered for sustenance, communication and protection. This concept was so important to the culture that there was a huge city hearth, the Vestal Temple, where the fire of the home goddess, Vesta, burned forever without ever going out. This sacred flame was protected by the soldiers with their very lives should there be an invasion. The place where the goddess Vesta was honoured within every ordinary home was also the hearth, and it is where women prepared and cooked food. Some of the food was always offered back into the fire as an offering to Vesta for her blessing and protection. Often husbands were sent away on military duty for years on end, and their wives at home were not just expected to keep the home and often the business running, but to wait for their husbands faithfully until their return. They prayed to Vesta to ensure their family members keep safe return, and to keep the fires of love stoked. The saying "keep the home fires burning" was inspired by this practice. Should the Hearth card appear in your divination, you are being asked to look to your idea of what home and family is for you. Being nostalgic, having a look, seeing how it was. Take the time to build up your love fire and have it burning brightly. Make your relationships a priority, and if there is conflict within your home and family, it is time to take concrete steps to address the issue for good. Put that bit of effort in. If you or a member of your family is away from home due to travel or work, know that protection is being given. So it's all about family, nostalgia, looking after your hearth and home, what makes you tick, where your love is. Okay, that's Sagittarius. Can I have Capricorn? 2 cards for Capricorn, please, for the 31st of October 2018 to the 2nd of November 2018, please. Oh, there you go, pop. Wow. You are the Empress. You are embodying the divine feminine the next couple of days. If you have an idea, nurture it, it will grow. You are naturally making things grow. You are making things achieve. It's fertility. It is grounded fertility. It is knowing that if you touch it, it will sprout and it will grow and enhance and multiply. And the best thing is at the moment that you, right and wrong, you are being served justice. What you touch will be just, will be fair, will be karmic. It will be, it's meant to grow. And you can honestly do no wrong at the moment. That what you touch will turn to gold effectively. You have a clear sense of right and wrong. If something's not right, you will not encourage it. It's like a mother encouraging a child, nurturing them, raising them properly. So yeah, so for sorry, I just had a mind blank. Sagittarius, no, not Sagittarius, Capricorn, sorry. So yeah, the fertility, it's fertile. If you are looking for justice at the moment, it should be on your side. As long as you have been the Empress, you've been grounded, you've been honest, you've been genuine, encouraging people. It's encouraging another person to do right and wrong, sense of right and wrong, mothering basically guiding someone. It's not, if you are encouraging growth in someone, it should work, it should happen, they should learn right and wrong. That's what I'm getting. Or you're training someone, they will know, they will get a sense of, within work, if you're training someone, you're guiding them correctly, they will achieve what their training means to do, you know what I mean? They will succeed in their training. Can I have an oracle card, please? There we go, Apple. The Apple of Capricorn. Risk and reward. Risk and reward. So let's have a look. Apple. Story time. The sweetest icon. Risky red desire. Poison and freedom. Tempting hearts of fire. Apples have been a symbol of Samhain for a very long time. Apples, when cut in half, have a seed pattern that looks like a pentagram, and so the Celts held the fruit to be sacred. Bobbing for apples, a game traditionally played at Halloween, has its origins in the Sahmain festival and is one of the oldest associated with this celebration. It was actually the Romans that introduced it, but we'll go with it anyway. The traditional way to play is to place 3 or 13 apples into the barrel of water and the game is to try and bite the apple whilst it floats and bobs on the water. Hands must not be used and people often compete with each other, bobbing at the same time. It is believed that the Romans brought the custom to Britain, there you go, and there are quite a few images recorded through art of this activity in both cultures. It is said that unmarried women who placed the apple they had bobbed under their pillow would dream of their future husband. In Newfoundland and some parts of Ireland, even today, Halloween is called Snap Apple Night. Candy apples, an apple on a stick covered in toffee, although not quite as popular now as they once were, as Halloween fare, are now making a comeback as a fun and simple treat to prepare on this night. Apples have been an iconic part of mythos for ancient times to modern. The story of the poison apple with Snow White, to the Roman goddess Pomona's magical apple tree, to the Christians' tempting fruit of the Garden of Eden. Should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want to change, and are you willing or are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Alternatively, are you risking too much too often? So it's making a decision and it's going to either pay off and expand, but you know which way to go with that decision. So very apt. Okay, now on to Aquarius. Can I have the cards for Aquarius for the 31st to the 2nd of November 2018? One popped already. So we have the King of Cups. A man very much, it doesn't have to be a man, it can be a woman. Very much in command of their emotions. I want to say family man, doesn't have to be. I'm getting a boss that is very calm, collected, keeps it together under pressure. So if this man is in your life, he's going to be quite significant because they're going to help you, they're going to offer you something, or it could be a woman, that embodies the King of Cups, if you see what I mean. It's more the emotional side. They're quite calm, collected, keep it together. They're going to help you to grow. They're going to offer you something that's going to help you to grow personally. If you look, it's going to be quite an innocent offer. It's not like hanky panky with an extra on the side and you get a promotion. It's not that sort of thing. It's probably an offering of a course to go on, or if it's a partner, they'll just support you with an idea that you have. It's very much a grounded family, or not necessarily family, but tangible. So it's supporting, nurturing, helping you to your next level of either learning, or if you need help at home with I don't know how to explain it, like, I'm trying to think how to explain it. Support. If you're struggling at the moment emotionally, he's going to be there to pick you up and help you. And I say he, it could be a she. They're going to be there to pick you up and help you. It's probably going to be a Scorpio or a Cancer or a Pisces, because obviously it's the King of Cups. Most likely a Scorpio. But they're going to be there to pick you up, support you, help you, and guide you and help and encourage you to follow the way you want to. Sorry, that's just gone ding. So yeah. There we go. That's for, what was I on? I want to say Aquarius, wasn't it? Aquarius, yeah, sorry. I'm on Aquarius. Okay, so the Oracle card, Halloween Oracle card for Aquarius, please, for the 31st to the 2nd of November. Okay, for Aquarius, please. Okay, zombie control. This came up earlier. I did a reading earlier and it came up. It's let's find Z for zombie. There we go. How can I make that stop making that noise? Sorry, the girls are chatting and they've found things in shops. The dead arise, voices are mumbling. After our brains, our screams are tumbling. Zombies have become quite the fashion recently, much like vampires, turning on the television, and you can't escape the moaning and groaning of these, the living dead. And yes, they do seem to be after your brains. There are even public zombie walks where people dress up as zombies and appear en masse on roads and in cities. But zombies are not merely a fun icon of popular culture. Traditionally, they are associated with the African and Haitian voodoo religion. Zombies are said to be dead bodies reanimated by incantations chanted by a learned practitioner called a Bokor. I could be wrong pronouncing that. And they are usually enlivened for a purpose. The practitioner is said to capture part of the living soul to animate the body, and that is always a temporary action, as the soul cannot be contained in that decomposing body for long, or God will take the soul back. One of the most frightening aspects of the idea of zombieism is the idea of our souls and consciousness being trapped inside a body that does not do our bidding, but somebody else's. Another is the idea of being buried alive, the fate of some, it is said, who get trapped in already dead bodies. Should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, it's time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little to free expression? Do you choose partners who are not your equal and that are more easily manipulated? So that they are more easily manipulated and not changed to your liking, or do you allow that to happen to you? What if you are not living your most authentic life? It's time to look at why and change that. So obviously, if you want to improve yourself, grow, this person's going to help you grow. Not in a controlling way. This is somebody that doesn't control. He's in command of his emotions. He's not looking to if he was that way round, maybe he'd been manipulative, but he's not. He is just there to help you grow, move forward. Okay, so that was Aquarius. Can I have a card reading for Pisces, please? Pisces for the 31st of October 2018 to the 2nd of November 2018, please. Okay, Six of Swords. So I've got Six of Swords and the Four of Cups. To me, this is looking at a situation, and there's a lot of water involved here. There's a lot of water involved here. It is obviously the cups are just pouring into the water. It's sat by the water. There's a mermaid there. That kid's not even seeing it. Sorry. That kid's not even seeing what's going on. He's not seeing that there's a fourth cup there, and there's a beautiful mermaid just sat there waiting for him. You need to stop wallowing in this, whatever you're worrying about at the moment, it could be an ex or a person, another person. You need to stop worrying about them, because that is not helping you. You're looking at it like, oh, I've got these, this is not, you know, this isn't what I asked for. I asked for a mermaid with a silver cup. You're spending so much time wallowing in what you haven't got, or what was so bad about the past, or what's missing from your life. You need to just move on from that, sail off into the lake, serene lake, calm moment, and basically do not take those swords with you when you get off that boat. Leave them on the boat. You can't take them out right now, because if you take them out right now, they will obviously, sorry, I'm going to try and mute that so that it doesn't do that all the time. Yeah, don't take them out now, because obviously don't take them out right away, because that's over emotional. That'll make you over emotional, and you're going to drown it in whatever the drama is that you're trying to prevent. Keep sailing forward, keep moving forward. You haven't missed an opportunity, you just haven't seen it, and you need to get to this shore. When you get to the shore, there's going to be a mermaid waiting for you with a cup. At the moment, you're just wallowing on the fact that you've got these 3 cups and it's not quite what you ordered from the universe, because you put it out into the universe, I want this, and it hasn't come back yet. You need to leave that on the shore. Leave the swords in the boat when you get to the shore. Just keep the swords in the boat to get there. Keep moving forward. You don't need to deal with them right now. And then when you get to the front, get to the shore, you can get rid of that. Okay, Pisces? You can get rid of it then. It doesn't matter, because you don't need the boat to sail in. At the moment, you just need to keep moving forward. But when you get there, you will see the offer that is there waiting for you. So at the moment, you just need to kind of keep treading water. Can I have an oracle card, please, for Pisces for the 31st of October to the 2nd of November, please? Yes. Barmbrack, sweetness and synergy. I love this one. It's all about the bread that they make for Sahmain. Sorry, I can't even talk today. Okay, so sweetness and synergy. A pea, a cloth, a coin, a ring, a stick. Within a loaf of speckled sweetness. Slice it and eat it, a glimpse at my fate's completeness. So it's basically, it's a type of bread which they put in. It's an Irish tradition to make this bread. It's bigger than a normal loaf, and they put several objects in it. The objects are used as a kind of random oracle. Each one has a particular meaning which represents the fate of the person who found it in their slice. So a coin, a pea, a stick, a ring, and a small piece of cloth, obviously what they said in the beginning. Some have been added later on, but these are the traditional ones. So you should your slice of the brack contain a coin, this would indicate prosperity and good luck. The pea unfortunately means that no marriage would occur for you that year, yet finding the ring would mean marriage was a certain. The stick, to be avoided at all costs, indicates disputes and unhappiness, and finding the cloth meant bad luck and little money ahead. When you pull the Barmbrack card, it indicates a curiosity to know what is ahead, but it's important to balance out that with the now. After all, we have the tools to change our future should we choose. The sweet synergy of Barmbrack, all the ingredients that include the objects, are more complete and powerful together than they are individually, and that should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot. So basically, just keep moving, keep doing your thing. You don't need to have everything all at once. You don't need to have it all now. You just need to, if you have everything you need, you might just not see everything that you need at the moment. It's all there for you. You just need to keep sailing along, and it will appear for you. You're just not seeing that it's there for you right now. That's what that is. Okay, can I have a card reading for Aries, please? Aries, for the 31st of October to the 2nd of November 2018. Aries. Oh, thank you. Oh, more than one came. More than two came. Okay. 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 So at the moment this is very much probably trying to work on something, build a foundation. You're probably trying to learn something from a situation. I'm getting very much a Capricorn attachment in this. So you might be learning something or studying something from someone. I'm getting a Virgo, I don't know why. And at the moment you are literally burning it out. Look, that cat is there. keeping an eye on him, because he is just working hard, and he's a bit like, oh, what is this all for? Three of Pentacles to me is a foundation card. You are building up the foundation of knowledge that you need to move forward in life, and you just have to trust that what is happening right now with the foundation building is enough to prevent a tower moment later on, if that makes sense. You just need to trust the universe, basically. This is the Fool card. So yes, you're building a foundation, but that building that foundation and working hard and learning the skills is so that you can go carefree on into the future to achieve what it is you want. You put in the hard work in now so that, you know, it's easier as you go along. If you've got the foundation of knowledge, it's much easier to complete a test than if you've not learned anything on that subject at all. So this is very much like you just need to focus on building your foundations, whether that's self-care, personal self-care, you are actually working on a subject at the moment, you're learning a new skill, keep working at it, and when the time comes, you're going to find it so easy. He has no cares. He knows that he's fine. It doesn't matter what happens now, he's fine. And it will pay out in the end. This is the card of it's justice. So basically all that hard work you've got is going to pay off when it comes to the twilight hours. It's going to pay off for you, Aries. It's going to pay off. So you just need to focus right now on your work. You need to focus on it, because in a moment, yes, it's going to, because as it goes along, it's going to pay off. You're going to have this carefree attitude and it's going to pay off for you. You're going to be justified for all that hard work. It is going to pay dividends. So I will get an oracle card for you, Aries. A card for Aries, please. Card for Aries. The 31st of October to the 2nd of November. Oracle card, please, for Aries. The lamp, remembrance. Let's have a bit of story time. The lamp. The little lamp. Okay. I light a single candle with a lamp within a lamp for you, a single flame of darkness that reflects my heart so true. Whilst it is a tradition to carve a jack-o'-lantern to scare away the spirits, it is an older tradition still to light a candle or lamp on Halloween night and leave it at the window as a loving guide home for those who have passed, both as a symbol of remembrance and also as a kind of leaving the lights on for those who may wish to come home. The lamp was left on to illuminate the night and perhaps even the sadness that was felt because of the passing. This card reminds us that it is a positive thing to remember those who have passed by celebrating their life rather than mourning their death. Even for those with whom we did not have an easy relationship, and even those we did not like, leave us with valuable lessons. That is very true. Valuable lessons. Sometimes we learn more from our nemesis than we do from our friends, and so the darkness can illuminate our strengths and our true values so that we can live them more clearly and fully. So maybe there's somebody that you need to reflect on, a lesson that you've learned. I mean, I take a lot on a really bad relationship that I had. And also there's two relationships that still stick with me. One was a really good one and one was a really bad one. And the bad one I've learnt so many lessons from. And the good one, they both taught me the same thing, and it's about self-worth. And what I want to achieve. So basically it's very much yeah, one was horrible to me and he made me feel like this big and he treated me horrifically. But that's whatever, that's past, that's dealt with. And the other one, he treated me like you should be treated. And he used to say I was beautiful, and it wasn't because I was physically beautiful. I mean, I was physically beautiful, but that's not how he meant I had a beautiful soul. So maybe you need to work on self-love is the foundation you need to work on, so that you can go out into the world and show the world exactly how great you are. Maybe there's a lesson to be learned. Maybe there was somebody that taught you a significant thing that maybe you've forgotten. Maybe a grandparent that told you that you should always be strong in a certain situation, or how to deal with a certain thing, or a mother that said always remember this, and maybe you're supposed to remember that and apply it to what you're learning at the moment, whatever you're working on at the moment. Whether that's yourself or a course or whatever, and maybe they've taught you something from that. So maybe that you need to have a look at that, and then that will free you, and you can go forward with ease, and it will help you, and then you will get your just reward at the end. Okay, Aries, that was your reading. Now, if I do Taurus, can I have a reading for Taurus, please? For the 31st to the 2nd of November, 2018, please. Thank you. Okay. So at the moment, everything seems to be fine with you, Taurus. You seem to be happy enough, comfortable enough. Home is pretty good, and life is pretty good. Your job's pretty comfortable, money's pretty comfortable. Um, situation's quite good, but now is a really good time to the next couple of days to you've got this comfortable foundation, so you can pretty much go and have a look into yourself and find your core, find what your passion is. Seek your light from inside. So self-love, self-care, and by self-love, I mean if you really want to, whatever, self-love, that's fine. But what I mean is like loving yourself, learning to love yourself like you would love another person. Believing in yourself, finding your core, finding your purpose. Because you have this strong foundation at home, now is really a good time to look within and see where it is you want to go in life, what it is you want to do, what you want to be when you grow up. Because I'm 33 and I'm still not grown up. I still don't know who I want to be. So this is a very good time. You have this beautiful supportive base, financially, emotionally, family, friends, home. You have a comfortable situation for you to then move forward and do a bit of soul searching. Go within. Don't be afraid to be on your own. Yes, you have all these people around you, but sometimes you want a bit of space on your own to just have some me time and find out who I am, who me is, if that makes sense. So it's a really good time, Taurus, for you to just sit there and think, what is it I want? What do I need? I'm in the perfect place. I'm happy enough. I'm balanced. I'm okay. But what is it that I need? What is it I need to work on? What is it I want to achieve? Where is it I want to go? What journey do I want to go on? I mean, the Hermit can be very much a journey. You can, eat, pray, love type journey, just a bit of soul searching. Internal or external journey, you have either. I personally would go for an external one, which was unheard of a couple of years ago. Okay, can I have a card for Taurus, please, for the 31st of October to the 2nd of November? The Skull of Flowers. I love this one. Creating through the ashes. It's basically, I'll read it to you because it's beautiful. It's quite a short one, actually. What was it? Skull of Flowers. Okay, to blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune it comes. Before flowers are born, they are sweet buds on a plant that came from a smaller form like a seed or a bulb. The seed needs prepared, nourishing soil to grow to its potential. Some plants and trees only seed after a fire or a period of extreme adversity, like drought or flood. Sometimes we wish for a life different from the one we have, and that can mean radical change. Sometimes, to have that new life, everything falls apart to make it so, and that can be uncomfortable. We may lose our relationship, or they may change. We might lose a job, or have to move house, or become ill. All big events that lead to a reassessment of the how in our lives. The Skull of Flowers illustrates that there is a sureness and yet a rawness to create again, to start afresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from, so we can build what we really want rather than just settling for less. The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just the phoenix energy, but the energy of success and full bloom through adversity. So yes, your life is amazing at the moment, and that's great, that's wonderful, that you're comfortable, you're financial. This doesn't have any fire or air energy in it. It's very grounded energy, which is fine. You have a good grounding. So maybe there's something that you want to pursue. I mean, that's quite a cold, chilly place. There's not a lot of fire, so I'm getting more air than anything else. Maybe there's something that you want to stimulate your brain. Maybe there's something you want to achieve in life that you just want to change it up a little bit. Nothing. It doesn't have to be anything too major. Although, why not go inside and find the one thing that you really want in life, that you really want to do? And now is maybe the time to change it and chase it. Although there's always a good time to chase it, but now it seems to be a good time. Have a look and just see what it is you want to chase, and maybe start planning how you want to do it. Or at the moment, for the next couple of days, just try and find what it is that you want to do with your life, where you want to go, what you want to be. Okay, Gemini. A couple of cards for Gemini, please. Gemini for the 31st of October. Okay, so you are getting to a point in your life where you are assessing, I'm guessing work, could be a relationship. but I'm getting more work. And you are working and working and working, and you're looking at your little bush, and only 2 of those are lit up. They're not all lit up. They're not all shiny. And you're wondering, is that enough? Is 7 pentacles enough? You know, I could have 10 pentacles. I could be blissfully happy. I could be like, you know, Taurus there and have the 10 pentacles and be completely comfortable. And that's not a bad place to be. 7 pentacles is not a bad place to be, but you've got the death card behind, the shadow self, which to me would suggest that you are looking for this ray of hope, this ray of joy that you want to come in, and that is shining on her foot right there. But it seems terrifying to her to go after. I mean, you're not quite satisfied with what's happening with your life, Gemini, but you seem to be scared to move on to anything new. The good news is that it has to move on to something new, because that could be a new person. You know, you're looking at a relationship. Is this enough? So there has to be some sort of change, whether that's a change of status. So whether you decide, you think, oh, I have that conversation with someone. Should we get married? Should we not get married? Should we move in together? Are we even together? Are we not together? Something's not fulfilling you completely, and you have to maybe stop and think, why? What is it about it that's not making you happy? Is it the fact that you want to be married? Is it the fact that you want a baby? Is it the fact that you just want more from your job? You just want a different job, or you want more from your job? This isn't necessary. I'm not getting the vibe that it's an absolute ending. You don't have to end that relationship. You don't have to leave that job. But maybe there's something within that job, a little ray of hope. I get the feeling that you don't want to leave this situation, whether it's a lover or a family member, or even, you know, a career. I don't get that you want to leave it. I'm getting that you maybe just want a bit of a change. You want to shake it up a bit, reinvigorate it a little bit. And maybe you can do that. I mean, death is a new beginning. So why not just leave it as, right, this is what it is now. How can we move forward? How can we make this new? How can we make this fresh? How can we make it reborn from the ashes, so to speak? I mean, it's not that bad at the moment, but it could be better. That's the point. You're sat there in a place feeling a bit stagnant, and you're thinking, do I leave or do I go? And I'm not getting that you want to go. I'm not getting a strong, it's more light there than death in that image for me. So I'm getting that you just kind of want to change, jig it up, revig it up a little bit, Gemini. I don't think that you want to leave. I think you just want a renewal of commitment, a renewal of opportunity. I think that's what it is, opportunity. You want a new opportunity within what you already have, rather than you're not seeing the growth in a situation that you wanted. Does that make sense? I hope so. I have an oracle card for Gemini, please, for the 31st to the 2nd of zombie. Again, is a control thing. So this is very much, this come up earlier, and I will just read the end of it. If you want to hear it, it came up earlier in one of the early readings, but it's basically saying that a zombie is basically a dead body that has a soul inside it, and that is an element of control. The soul inside it is controlling the body, and wouldn't that be awful to be in yeah. One of the most frightening aspects of the idea of zombieism is the idea that our souls and consciousness being trapped inside a body that does not do our bidding, but somebody else's. Another idea is being buried alive. The fate of some, it is said, who get trapped in already dead bodies. Should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, this card, it's time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little to free expression? Do you choose partners who are not your equal, so that they are more easily manipulated and changed to your liking? Or do you, don't forget this could apply either way, you or the other person, or do you allow that to happen to you? So there you go, the other way around. If you are not living your most authentic life, it's time to look at why and how to change that. So looking at why you're not completely happy and changing it, finding a way to change it so it is something that you want. It doesn't have to be walking away. It doesn't have to be leaving necessarily. It's just looking at how you can take an element of control from a situation that you're feeling is a bit frustrating, and you find a way to take back a bit of control about that situation. I'm looking really orange in this thing, and I'm actually really pale naturally as a person. But anyway, right, Cancer. What have us Cancers, because I'm a Cancer sun, what have us Cancers got for our reading for the 31st of October to the 2nd of November 2018, please? Cancer, November 18. Oh, it's all change. Okay, so you're going to have what they call a Tower moment. This looks horrific. It's like the Death card. It's like everything is just falling apart at the seams. Look, there's people jumping out the building. They're traditionally the lovers being thrown. The end of a relationship, maybe. It doesn't have to be the end of a relationship. I'm not saying it's going to be as catastrophic as that. And I'm getting the feeling that it's not that bad, because although you've got the Seven of Wands as the kicker, the wands are flourishing on there. There is growth there. So what I'm getting is very much, it might be the end of something. I'm not promising you that it's not the end of something. It could be the end of a relationship. It could be the end of a job, being fired from your job, being let go from your job. It could be that all of a sudden your landlord says, well, you have to move. Basically, you have to move. But what you have to remember with the Tower card is that it would not be crashing down like it is if there was a stronger foundation. In other words, it's happening for a reason. It is tearing down so that you can build back up strongly, securely. And yes, that is going to be a struggle, which is what this is saying. Yes, it's going to be a struggle. The more you resist this, the more you resist the change, the more you fight it, the more you go, no, I don't want this to change. I don't want to not be with this person. I don't want to be out of this job. I don't want to. It's an opportunity to build a new beginning with a much stronger foundation. So maybe it could be that, you know, your landlord said, oh, you have to get out. And yes, that's going to be a struggle. And yes, that's stressful. I'm not taking any major life event that the Tower signifies, any end, any destruction of something that is out of nowhere, bang, it's going to be stressful. I'm not debating that. But these flowers would suggest to me that yes, it's going to be a struggle, but it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth that struggle. So it could be that if your landlord has said get out the house and you're literally being thrown out the house, maybe it's a good time to buy a new house so that doesn't happen. Or if you can't, you know, or if you can't afford it, maybe it's because you're supposed to move on to a better home that is more suited to you. It might have a better school, might have better links to job, it might have better neighbours, it might be a much nicer area. You don't know until you get there. Sometimes this is the card, to me this is saying that old cliche that is of no comfort to you, and I appreciate that it's no comfort to you, but when you look back you realise it's actually true and there's a reason it's a cliche. Things happen for a reason, and this Tower moment, this thing out of nowhere, bang, like bolt of lightning changing your life, is happening for a reason, to help you grow. So, can I have a card for Cancer, please? There we go, Jack-o'-lantern protection. You are protected right now, Cancer. You have the protection of your ancestors. There is a guiding light. This is gonna come out of nowhere. It's gonna come out of nowhere, and you're gonna struggle. But just know that your ancestors are protecting you. That Spirit is protecting you. That you are not going to fail. You are not going to be stuck out in the cold. It's not going to, if you go with it and you relax into it, you are guided and you are protected by your ancestors and by Spirit, and the universe has your back. As they say, the universe has your back, Cancer. And we're spiritual. We know on some level intuitively that everything's going to be fine and that there's a reason why things happen. I think I certainly do, and I'm very much a Cancer. I love to wallow in that shell and wallow in emotion of the water. But we're intuitive, so we know that it's going to be okay. You know it's going to be okay. Nothing's ever that awful. And if it is, you look back and you think, oh, right, that happened because of the X, Y, and Z. Awful relationship to teach me to know my worth. To never let myself be down there again. Okay, 3 more to go. Leo. Can I have a card for Leo? Oh, there's one. Ah, Leo. Another one for Leo, please. Okay. Oh, lucky Leo. You can do anything right now. Anything. How amazing for you for the rest of this week. I'm a little bit jealous, though. I wish I was a Leo. You can be anything this week. Just step into the universe has your back. Following on from Cancer, the universe has your back. Step out into it. No, he has no cares. He doesn't even care. His dog's not even worried for him. He's just, I'll just fall here. I'm sure there'll be something. Something will get me. Maybe a parachute will shoot out of that little pack he's carrying. Who knows? But he's all happy. He's just looking up at the sky like, look how amazing this is. Look at all the sunshine. Look at the joy in the world. Little does he know he's about to step off a cliff, but he doesn't care because he knows the universe will catch him. And you just have to have, this is you, Leo. This is the strength. The lion. The strength card. She has the strength to keep the lion tame without physically restraining it. They're like best mates. It's like Princess Jasmine and Raja, you know? He's just happy, submissive. He's just sat there happily. She's just there like, yep. Looking a bit like Catherine Jenkins. But she's like, yep, I'm good. I'm fine. They're like best pals. So it's having that inner strength to just trust the universe has your back. And just go with it. Whatever it is that's opportunity. This is like, whatever is offered to you this weekend, just say yes. Just go for it. Just do it. Does that make sense? You are protected. You are looked after by the universe. Lucky Leo. Just go for it. The card, it's just double yes for me. That is, and even if it, you know, whatever it happens, you've got the strength to just deal with whatever happens there. Can I have an oracle card, please, for Leo? Oracle card for Leo for 31st of October through to the 2nd of November. Okay, what have we got? Death. The eternal cycle begins here. That sounds ominous. Death never means death, does it, in these readings? It's just a new start. Which the Fool tends to show. It's a new start. Just go with it. 'Tis not the end, though I may pass into the night. I do get to do my time over, although you may get a fright. For Halloween. Many pagans believe that death was the beginning of a cycle of life. When you think about it, most people consider the act of birth to be the beginning of life, of the life cycle. We are born, we live, and we die. And depending on your beliefs, you may get to go round again. Where is it? Instead, pagan cultures see death as the beginning of a whole new adventure, the place where your soul gets to choose where it incarnates, why, and what it wants to experience. Then, and only then, does it get born into a body that lives and eventually dies before returning to the right, a new cycle. Halloween is a celebration of death as a part of life. As humans are conscious beings, we know about death, and many are afraid and uncomfortable about it. Halloween illuminates the universal truth that all of us will die, just as all of us were born. So to be fearful of that end process is fairly pointless. Halloween asks us instead to make friends with death, just as we seem friendly with birth, and to not allow our fears and grief to make us unnecessary pain. Do not be afraid to pull the death card, as it simply means that something is falling away and will do so, and you can begin strongly afresh. There is a great power in this clearing. If you pull this card at Halloween particularly, the message is stronger still, and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. Just say yes. Just go with it. Just do it. You have the strength, the direction. You have everything you need to just start this new trip. It's not to be. You're not to fear it. That is fearlessness. Don't fear it. Just go with it. You have everything you need, strength-wise, to deal with that. Okay. Can I have a card? Oh, lucky Leo. Can I have one for Virgo, please? Can I have a couple of cards? Oh. Couple of cards for Virgo, please. It's one. I don't tend to do reversals. Oh, I don't tend to do. Sorry, that's to remind me to get me kids. So I've got about 10 minutes before I have to go. So I got this card, which is lacking direction, lacking which way to go, and I was a bit but do you know what? I don't think you need to go anywhere. To be honest, Virgo, I think you're quite happy where you are. I don't think you want to look beyond. I think you're quite happy within the moment for this tail end of the week, because you've got everything you need at home. This is just 10 of Pentacles, earth energy. You are earth energy. You are very much Pentacles, the maiden. But yeah, you don't need to look anywhere because you have everything you need at home. I really do believe that you've got everything you need at home. So you don't need to look at the bigger picture and send everything out, because you just are the maiden, aren't you? You just are. So, right, okay. Sorry, my husband's trying to phone me at the same time. It's like my phone never goes off, and then as soon as I try and do this, decides it's going to do everything. Okay, can I have a card, please, for Virgo for the 31st of October to the 2nd of November, please? Spider, community, and web weaving. Where's my book gone? Sorry. Spider. I'm not going to read all the gumph on it because I have to go in a moment. So I'm going to read the poem and then what it means if you catch it. Catch it? Pull it out. Wow. She spins her silk alone in the dark with hope of collection, sticky with dreams, weaving the world's wide web of collection. Okay, oh, it does. It has to all go through. Massive sticky spider webs make any Halloween decorations complete. The idea of a haunted house covered in the artwork of a big hairy spider in a classic horror is a classic horror. Even those of us who appreciate our eight-legged friends still hurriedly brush off those stealthy webs if we run into them in the dark. Although most spiders are not venomous, humans have an innate fear of them. Perhaps it's the fangs or the poison. Perhaps it's all those legs and the way they move. Perhaps it's where they live, often in dark hidden places, or the way our Western popular culture has demonized them by making them giant, fierce and man-eating. Some cultures, though, revere the spider in very positive ways. In many Native American traditions, for example, the spider is the creature that gives birth to all other animals and sustains the web of life. The goddess spider grandmother, and there is also a spider woman, is a key deity that brings wisdom, safety and communication to all the tribes. She created and wove all the stars in the sky and makes soft webs for those that are troubled to rest upon and be supported by, so that Ten of Pentacles, the home. Spiders' webs can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. There is a fine line sometimes between a family or community supporting us and controlling us. This card looks at this discernment. It also suggests you review the way you communicate with the wider community at work or generally with others and take steps to improve this or to do it slightly differently. It also indicates that there's a need to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the supporting web for ourselves. So maybe, having read that, you are actually lacking direction. You're lacking a plan forward. It's not bad to be in a place where you're comfortable in your skin and you're comfortable at home. That's not bad. But maybe you're too wrapped up in home and or maybe a job supporting everybody else, and maybe you just want to have a bit of direction just for you. It's like I took my job as a dinner lady to keep me sane, to keep me out the house, because I work from home generally with my sewing business. So maybe it's worth having a little bit of direction just to get you not way out of where you are. It's not a bad place that you're in, but maybe you could find a bit of direction, see what's out in the world, just to bring you a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Spiritual uplifting, maybe. Okay, last one, Libra. My Libras. I'm a Libra moon. I wish that meant balanced emotions, but I don't think I'm what would be classed as balanced emotionally sometimes. The Cancer takes over. We are very watery. We retreat. We lash out when we're scared. We hide in our little shells. Anyway, can I have a couple of cards for Libra, please? For October the 31st to November the 2nd, please. Okay. This veil's thinning. It's sending all weird messages to me. Okay. Four of Swords. So you're probably a bit tired, a bit worn out, struggling. Probably need to rest and relax. Poor Libra. So yeah, you just need to rest, relax, retreat. Stop fighting for whatever it is that you are trying to fight for. I actually feel tired reading this. It's very surreal. Stop fighting. Just take a minute. I do feel really sleepy all of a sudden. This veil is very thin at the moment. It's because the sun's going down soon, I think, here. Stop. You're tired. Stop fighting. Do you know why you don't have to fight? You already have absolutely... Oh, sorry, I've pulled that up the wrong way up from where I was. You have everything. everything you already need. And if you don't, it's coming to you. This is like the happy home. This is 3 kids and a husband. It's the rainbow. You know, the rainbow after the rain. You're currently fighting raindrops. All they do is make you wet. You're fighting the raindrops. There's no point. It is a fruitless fight. There's no need to fight. You are getting everything. You have everything, or you're getting everything. You have the job you want. You have the career you want. You have the prospect. You don't have to keep fighting when you've got to where you go. It's like you've got the final prize and you've gone, you know, when you're so exhausted from fighting, you see them in fights, like, and they're collapsing and they're picking them up and they go, yeah, I've got to fight. You've already won the fight, mate. You don't have to keep fighting. You have everything. Well, you will get everything. You are getting the prize. You don't have to fight for it. It is coming. Okay. And my last oracle card. I love these cards. Thank you so much to Stacey DeMarco for making these, because one of the best purchases I've made in a long time. Okay. Can I have a card for Libra, please? For October the 31st to the 2nd of November. Protection. You need to stop fighting. The universe has your back. Jack-o'-lantern protection. Your ancestors, see, family, your ancestors, you're fighting and fighting and fighting. And what you don't realise is you have everything. They have your back. You are protected by the universe. You are getting everything you need right now. You need to stop fighting. Just put down the arms. Stop being unbalanced, Libra. Just let it go. Let it rest. You have everything you need. You are protected by your ancestors, by the universe, by spirit. They are all there for you. You just need to let it go and let the universe do its work. And you get everything. You get the dream. You get the Hallmark card. Hallmark movie. Husband, kids, wife. If you don't want a husband, it doesn't have to be a husband. It can be a job or that house you really want. But you're getting everything. You just need to stop and rest. Otherwise, what good is it going to be when you're knackered when it actually turns up? Sorry. There you go. That was my read, if you've got this far along it. Thank you so much. I'm now really tired. Thank you, Libra, for that. Leave a comment below if you felt it resonated in any way. I am going to try and do signs over the evening, reading for each sign, but I can't promise that. It depends how trick-or-treating goes with the kids and how exhausting that is. But while it's Samhain, I want to really tap in while the veil's thin and get a reading for the year, but I will see how that goes. If not, I will be doing a something for the weekend reading on Friday. I have visitors tonight and tomorrow, so it won't be tonight or tomorrow, but I will try and get something for the weekend up, but it will be up Friday. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Thank you to anybody that watched it live as well. It's really nerve-wracking to go live and not have the stop whatever. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Blessed Samhain, happy Halloween, namaste.